Hello everybody, it is your favourite average runner back again with another running shoe review. And today, it's a big one, both physically and metaphorically. The ASICS Megablast. Let's get into it. So the ASICS Megablast has been talked about a lot in 2025 and into 2026. And I have just got my hands on this brand new colorway. Very, very nice indeed. But I want to tell you my thoughts on it and give you an honest opinion and honest feedback as to, is it as good as people say it is? Because I have heard a lot of good things about it and I wanted to try it out for myself. I'm not going to bore you by going through all the stats and all the little intricacies every single time, because I'm sure if you're here, you just want to have an opinion on it. So I'm going to show you the stats on screen now. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. And then I'm going to get into some of my likes and some of my dislikes. So let's start with the likes. First things first, this shoe does everything very well. It can be your slow run shoe, it can be your speed work shoe, and it could even be your race shoe. Would I say that it is the best at any single one of those? No, absolutely not. There are shoes that are more specifically built for each of those categories. But if you're looking to spend quite a lot of money on one shoe that will do everything, this is your one. 100% without a doubt. The only other ones that come close to this are the Super Blast, which they have just released the Super Blast 3. Looking to get my hands on that. So if anyone out there has a hookup, please sort me out. I do really want to try it and compare it to this because I think that they're going to be very comparable. And also the Saucony Azura, I think that that's probably a bit of a do-it-all. And of course, the infamous Adidas Evo SL, which I think is slightly in a different category where it's more tailored towards being a speed shoe than a slow run shoe, whereas I feel like you can definitely utilize this as an easy run shoe. That's my first like. Definitely, you can do everything in this shoe. The second thing I like about this shoe is the way it protects your legs. I have run a good amount of kilometers in this now, and I've put it through all sorts of paces. And even though I've been dealing with some shin injuries at the moment, my legs come out of the runs somehow feeling fresher than when I went into it. And that is a testament to this shoe and the way that it's put together. The midsole is just nice, compressive, but gives you such a good pop and bounce back. It really feels like you're getting your energy returned through. Something I've noticed is that you start going faster and you're trying to speed up a bit, and you in your head you don't feel like you're going any faster, and suddenly you look down at your watch, your heart rate has stayed basically the same, but you are going 15-20 seconds faster per kilometer. And it's a bit of a weird feeling because you in one way go, oh, I didn't realize I actually was going faster even though I was trying to, but also you think, surely I should feel like I'm going faster. And that's a bit of a strange balance. It's obviously a good thing because my heart rate is staying relatively the same and I'm able to pick up the pace a bit. But also at the same time, there's some sort of like mental dissociation that doesn't quite line up for me. All things aside, this shoe is super supportive and really, really good for long runs, for easy runs. And it just keeps your legs nice and fresh. If you're going to go for a shoe that's going to support you and essentially look after your legs, run after run, this is going to be your guy. And the last couple of things. Number one, these ridge laces. These laces are the best laces that any shoe manufacturer puts in a running shoe. Nike put them in the Alphafly 1 and they've been in lots of other shoes since, but a lot of brands don't bother, I think because they're more expensive. They're the best. You get the best lockdown. They don't slip. They don't come undone. They're brilliant. So please put these on more shoes. Everyone, not just ASICS. Put them on every shoe. They're the best. And the other one, the outsole. This grip might look relatively normal and straightforward, but actually I found in the horrendous conditions that we're experiencing in England right now, soaking wet, it's rained every single day since the turn of the year. This grip was absolutely excellent. Leaves, mud, wet pavements, roads, anything, you name it, this was brilliant. So absolutely love that outsole. How it wears over time, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is going to last a while because I've heard good stories about people running, 700-800 kilometers in these before needing to replace them. That brings us on to the dislikes. And let me just say, there are a few because this shoe is by no means perfect. First dislike, the upper. I feel like they put in so much time and attention into the midsole, the outsole, the laces even, that they neglected the upper. Maybe it was them trying to save weight, but this upper just doesn't sit quite right with me. It's got a bit of give in it. It doesn't quite sit well when I'm trying to get that lockdown. It doesn't quite match up with the way that my foot is designed. See, maybe other people have a different opinion. That's completely fair enough. This is just my own experiences, but the upper just doesn't work for me. And it also, on my right foot, did give me a blister, or the start of a blister, on my pinky toe. That might just be because I have a bit of a wider foot and this is maybe a slightly narrower shoe. My right foot is also bigger than my left, so take that into account as well. But in my experience, slight discomfort, nothing major. I did find them still comfortable, and actually wearing thinner socks did help with that blister issue. So I'm not going to say that this is an issue for everyone, but for me, I found that the upper just wasn't quite the standard that I expected. The second one is the price. This shoe is £210 in the UK, and that is if you can even get hold of it in your size. It sells out very, very quickly. Probably with the new Superblast 3 being released, you'll be able to get hold of this a bit more easily now, but it is still an extortionate amount of money, and very, very unlikely you'll be able to get a discount on this for the time being. So you have to take into account that you could probably get two very, very good pairs of shoes for the price of this one, especially if you look secondhand. I think that that price puts a lot of people off, because realistically, how are you spending £220 on a shoe that isn't carbon plated, hasn't got all the tech in it? It's hard to justify. It really, really is. And do I think that it's worth that money? I'm not so sure. The jury's still out. I need to run more on it, see how it lasts over time, because if this lasts twice as long as other shoes, then it's worth its money. It's just a bit more of an investment and you have to get it back. And I alluded to it there, my final dislike, the availability. This shoe is so hard to get hold of, and I've been trying for months and months and months to get a pair in my size. I've been lucky enough to get hold of some now, but it's just been a nightmare. And I think that that scarcity sometimes breeds this desire to want them. If something's not available, people want to have it, and they then will speak so positively about it once they do. Do not get me wrong, this shoe is excellent, but it is by no means the perfect shoe. And in the grand scheme of things, given how the market is at the moment, and the Evo SL being on sale for £90, it's not even a comparison for me. The Evo SL is better at everything except for the Easy Miles, and it is under half the price. I would rather have two pairs of those, or one pair of those and one pair of the woven ones, which fix a lot of the issues that they have. So in summary, is this shoe perfect? Absolutely not. Is it as good as some people have said that it is? No. But is it an incredible shoe that just costs more than a lot of people are willing to pay? Yes. That is essentially what it is. If this shoe was £150, every single person should go out and buy it, because that is ridiculous. If it's at the price of most major super shoes, it's starting to get ridiculous, and I understand the expense of putting the tech into this shoe and a lot of the design elements, because it is so, so light. It's still not worth it in my opinion. Save yourself the money, go and get yourself an Evo SL. Currently, that is the best shoe for everything, I think, on the market. The only caveat to that would be if you're a heavier runner, you might find that a little bit unstable, or if you have stability issues, same thing. So just take that into account when thinking about buying it. If I had to score this shoe, I'd give it an 8.5, and that's losing points for the price and for the upper. If this shoe had a slightly improved upper and was £150, it'd be a 10 out of 10, and that's a 9.5. So bear that in mind. Again, I will say I would love to get my hands on the Superblast 3 and review that versus this, because I think that they're going to be very comparable and they're really interesting to see how they compare. But also, I can't wait for a new version of the Evo SL. I will be picking some up soon, hopefully. I hope you've enjoyed a bit of a fresh take and a bit of a late take on the Megablast, but I wanted to make sure that people were still aware, because it's still a scarce shoe. It's still hard to get. Is it worth your money right now? I'm going to go with no. But it's still a banging shoe, and if you have the money to spend, just get it. Get yourself a pair of Evo SLs, get yourself a Megablast, get whatever the hell you want and enjoy it. Don't think too deeply about it. If you can afford it, get it, but don't think you have to. That's all from me, your average runner. See you next time.